is you really down to pay the cost. Reverse the role that you can play the boss. Already know my vision is faded.
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, the talk has been that they don't want to play with caution tonight. They want to let it all hang out. They seem to be a pretty revved up group coming into this game. We'll see if that translates into success on the court. Tyronn Lue went from being an assistant coach in Cleveland to interim head coach, and now the head coach with an NBA title. Talk about the job he's done for the Cavs.
You know, his players love him. They fight for him. He played for me, so I know he's a great basketball mind, and I think that's the best compliment you can give a coach.
He played for you?
Yeah, he played for me.
He played for you? You coached him?
Nope, but it was my team.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
it must have been a joy to coach.
Must have been a joy to coach, man. First time coach, man, leading his team to rings, you've got to be impressed. Well, the other thing that you're impressed is how much guys play for him, not just that he played for guys.
Oh, you know, that's so deep. I'm going to need to take about a half or 3/4 just to digest it. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers, playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics, Morris is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Hayward in at the 3 slot.
You see how Irving right there capitalized in that situation? He's great at getting into position when screens are involved. And just think about this. Kyrie Irving in his single season at Duke, he only played 11 games. He was limited to 11 games. Still, he was the #1 overall pick. That's just game. And then he justified it winning Rookie of the Year. Incredible.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Passes it to Smart. Back to Irving. On the wing, Morris. Picked by Horford. Celtics passing it around. Hayward can't hit.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Cleveland on defense. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Here's Morris. Oh.
That's just outstanding awareness from Irving right there. Remarkable at finding his guys when they're wide open.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And that one's good, James.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
Horford with the screen on Thomas. Irving passes to Horford. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that's the part of Horford's game that doesn't garner much attention. Great at setting screens to spring open his teammates.
Thomas dishes to LeBron. And Love has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to James. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Irving. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his second bucket.
Did you see that? How committed Irving is. Once he's in the paint, he's looking to score.
Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. The dish to Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
19 seconds left to play in the first. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3. That sends Kyle Korver to the free throw line. That one on Smart. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
We know Korver is known for his lights-out shooting ability. He's a long-range bomber who continues to shoot at a high clip.
Here's Rozier. Goes up from the top of the key. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. So at the end of... And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
Putting all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Oh, yeah, small lead so far, but he's building fast, and they better watch out.
On the floor for Boston. Marcus Morris is out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Brown. Then it's Tatum, and it's Rozier in at the point. Now here's Shumpert. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And we hear so much about this being the era of point guards, but you look at the crop of small forwards in the league today. Wow, what a lineup. And talk about versatility. There are a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, the NBA has changed a lot. The 2-guard used to be the most athletic position when you think about it with the Jordans, the Clyde Drexlers, the other guys, but it's really changed. And really look at the size. Kevin Durant, you know, I was always amazed. I'm a power forward at 6'9". He's 2 inches taller than me, and he can play the point guard. So the game is evolving when you look at Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Antetokounmpo, Jimmy Butler, those type of guys. When you want to talk about versatility, playing both ends of the floor and being able to score and get buckets, these guys come to mind.
And the basket by Rose.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him to rock.
Here's Rozier. He's covered by Rose. And there's the pass to Baines. Morris a screen. Here's Rozier over Rose. And it's off the back rim, no good.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Here's Shumpert. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Shumpert should show off his quickness like that all the time. Love how he just sliced his way inside.
51 seconds left in the first half. Rozier kicks to Tatum. Out to the right wing. Baines passes to Tatum. Over Love. Second shot opportunity. Pound kicks to Rozier. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
It's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Now that's exceptional focus. You can't throw off Love. Fantastic at keeping his balance and powering through.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. James comes in for Shumpert. J.R. Smith's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Al Horford's checked in for Aaron Baines. Gordon Hayward comes in for Morris. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. Here's Irving. And that one comes up a bit short.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Duran. Lou, Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run the transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Duran. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
The first half in the
Show.
books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken?
Ken, as we break. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They were in the driver's seat once we got into the second quarter. Their lead is now 8 here at the half, and they've got all the momentum on their side. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
As we return a look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. And now the third quarter about to get going. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And when everyone's keying on you, you have a choice. Become passive or just work that much harder. He consistently chooses the latter.
Well, that's the mentality of a true competitor. Some guys shrink in the face of a challenge. For him, it's what he plays for.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. The Cavaliers leading by 8.
Well, one thing I like about Ty Lue is at the same time he's a player's coach, he's also got the confidence to take charge. That's important on a team with star talent like the Cavs.
Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. And it's James in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder. He crashes with power.
And Ty Lue not shy about holding Chris, his stars, accountable.
No, he's not. He'll critique everyone from the 15th man up to LeBron. He still wants his players' input, asking his guys what works for them, what they're comfortable with.
Now, here is Irving. Just 3 to shoot. Morris. Good D by Thompson.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
LeBron against Hayward. It's on target from the high post. And it's a 12-point Cavalier lead.
I like how James shoots the ball from the mid-range. I mean, he measures up these type of shots perfectly. You got to do them all.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Here's Irving. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. He feeds it to Smart. No good from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 12. To the middle. Here's Crowder. And it's blocked.
Unbelievable rejection from Smart there. Really using his insane vertical to send that one back.
And he comes up with the deuce.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
And it's James missing.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near.
And there had been a will he or won't he feeling with Gordon Hayward's free agency. Tough choice, I got to believe, for him to leave Utah, but you can see why he wanted to join forces here with the Celtics.
Now here's Thomas after Gordon Hayward's miss, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. For the Cavaliers, Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Smith. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And the Celtics also making a change. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Morris. Now here's James. Korver gets a wide open look. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And Boston was the heavy favorite to sign Gordon Hayward, and ultimately the opportunity was just too hard to pass up.
And he's reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens. This team has a great path to make a deep playoff run, and this just adds another star to a very balanced roster.
Irving, good.
There's no stopping Irving on the drive. Too quick, too clever for the defense, even when they're right on him.
Irving against Rose. He dishes it to Korver. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 6 points for Kyle Korver.
If you do not respect that Kyle Korver has been making a living as a sniper from deep, then you haven't been doing your studying. You don't know the scouting report.
And so it's Cleveland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Pace of play is a big part of tonight, okay? Make sure on the bench when we come back, we lift it.
One of the team's great young teachers, Brad Stevens, wanting his guys to control the tempo.
Yeah, and he feels if they push it, if they attack intelligently, it's going to be to their advantage.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Hayward out there with Tatum. Then there's Horford. Then there's Smart, and it's Irving in at the 1 spot. Now here's LeBron. Hits the front of the rim and out. And here is Irving. Hayward outside. Now here's Tatum. Here's the screen. Picked by Horford. Shot clock at 6. Outside Irving. Over Rose. And it's Irving missing. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Rose dishes to Korver. Love with the screen on Irving. Kicks to LeBron. Over Hayward. Misses off the left iron.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
Irving kicks to Tatum. Pass to Smart. Shoots over Korver. Smart misses.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
Rose passes to James. There's the pick. And it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. I mean, Al Horford standing 6'10", always played through. Well, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're in front by 7. We've got 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Thompson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Smith comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Derrick Rose. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He wanted his guys to stay intense. He said, if any of you think this game's over, you're wrong, and you can sit next to me. We've still got a lot of work to do. No let-ups at the defensive end of the floor. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you know they like to have some plays back, especially a couple of those stupid ones from earlier. But I'll tell you what, they'll learn from this.
And it's Love missing. James against Hayward. Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. Kevin, what was working so well for you tonight?
I think we had a concerted effort on both ends. I thought tonight on the defensive end we really did a good job of stepping up and taking away their very good options that they have there. So they're a really well-coached team, but we had a great game plan tonight going against them on our home floor.
You really did get it done, Kevin. Thank you for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.